Hello, I am IceBeast and welcome back to Endless Legend. So I was going to try to show you guys the cool game load screen, which what happens is when the map first loads, it sort of loads up from the ground and it's a really cool effect. But apparently switching resolutions from the regular load screen to the game screen, which is actually the same resolution, but for whatever reason it gets confused, with fraps running causes the game to crash. So I can't show you that cool effect right now, which is really, really too bad. I also promised Techno, wow, that was a brain fart. I promised Techno that I would try to explain what I'm doing a little more clearly, so I will try to do that. Now, I did say on the previous couple episodes that I have pacified these villages, not assimilated, pacified. Pacifying a village means I went to the village, I asked them, hey, do you need me to do anything for you? And they're like, sure, do this quest. So I did the quest for them, and then they become, okay, cool, we're friendly now, we'll now contribute to your resource pool, which is what's going on here. So even though this city is only of size 3, it's gaining us +1 from pacified villages, you see right there. And so the same thing happens now, sorry. So that's what pacification is. Then there's also assimilation, which is that I can come here and I can say, hey, I want to assimilate a faction. Let's assimilate the Silix. The Silix, if I assimilate them, give me plus 0.5 resource per pacified Silix village on strategic resource deposit. That's one thing I would get. The other thing I would get is the ability to use the Harmonite model. If I pacified the Nidya, I'd get plus 5% initiative per pacified Nidya village on units. So it gives me a little bit of initiative bonus every time I have a pacified Nidya guy. Now, what I really want... Oh, are these ranged? No, they're ranged slayers. I'm really looking for a ranged unit to add as one of my assimilated things. So that's what we're going to do. We're actually heading for first, is trying to assimilate a territory that has ranged people in it. So let's end this turn. So as you'll notice, I said you can only have one city per territory. So I'm going to... How close are we to getting another settler? We just upgraded. Let's get another settler, actually. And we'll move... Now I'm going to move all my population from... all the people that are producing food to production, because producing food is no longer matters when you're creating settlers. You can't grow the city when you're producing settlers. Now the next question is does having 4 guys there make a difference? And the answer is yes. Does having 5 guys there make a difference? The answer is no. We'll put this guy on money making though, because money making's good. All right, cool. So he's gonna make me another settler so he can come and colonize maybe down here. Which has the Gidirius. I don't know what... I wish I could click on them and find out what their unit was. Their special unit is easily. But I can't. Anyway, so we're going to come and try to pacify these guys. The whatever these guys are called. We'll come talk to them. So we're going to parlay. We're going to talk to them and be like, what do you want me to do for you? And these are the Silix. And they'll be pacified if I bestow 10 dye and 10 blood crystals on this unhappy Silic colony. So we're going to dismiss that. Unfortunately, I don't have the necessary materials to do this at the moment. 10 dye and 10 blood crystals. What do I have right now in terms of resources? I have Titan Bones and Grassalisks. I can get dye, which I'll do once I have the appropriate thing researched up here. But until then, I can't do that. Now I'm going to come back down here so I can start maybe escort my next army out when I want to build another city, because there might be roving bands of enemies. The other thing I'll talk about real quick is you'll notice this one is a skull. What happened is somebody else came and decided to attack this neutral village and destroy it, and by doing so it counts as being pacified. But I have to rebuild it basically in order to pacify. So I have to rebuild this city up here if I want to pacify it. Otherwise we're going to be sitting here with a lot of our research queue is empty. I think it'd be really smart to get what was I think was gonna be really smart? I think it'd be good to get sewers, so I can build sewers, which will give people which I can use to make people happy, my cities happy. So let's come out of here and I'll show you what I mean. If you look at this city, it currently has this content rating with a 50% approval. Every time I build a new city, I get a -10 approval. So things like sewers and stuff like that will allow me to pop that back up to a higher value. Now, this city, I believe, got a new person. So what happens if I do this? 2 turns there, 3 turns there. What if I put everybody here? Just 2 turns. All right, so we'll do this for 2 turns. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm building the mill foundry, which will give me more production in general, which will help us out building things later on. I should have actually explored these ruins. That was dumb of me. So yeah, that was dumb of me. We should have a settler built here soon. Let's come down here and make sure there's no troublemakers in these areas, because there's a city right here, and this city might want to attack my guys when they come out of... attack my settler. So you're done building. That's good. I'm going to have you now... I want you to construct a dye extractor, because we're going to need that dye. And and you're done. That's all I need you to do. Also, I want you to put most people towards food construction, food gathering, whatever you want to call it. And then you, who has completed your job, I want you to rebuild the Silex city here. That'll take 6 turns or 7 turns. I think this is a better place to have my guys. The food, reducing the time it takes my city to upgrade, I think is a better process. And then we need to come here, and we need to take our settler, who's part of our default garrison here, and we're going to create a new army with our settler and have them... It'd be really... the smartest thing to do is have them come down and join our main army down here, but that's not what we're going to do. Now, why am I going to colonize Ruit here instead of like Niagara, whatever that says, or any of these other places? And the real reason is to cut off these guys who are colonizing this direction. So yeah, we're going to try to cut them off. Let's parlay and see if there's anything good. They want 10 Titan bones to pacify, and I think that's actually a pretty easy quest for us to do, so we're going to do it right away. Wait, I thought I had the 10 Titan bones. Please come back once you have verified this step's quests. Minor faction, major trust. Oh, I need to come back with I need to have 3 minor faction units in an army to pacify that village. Okay, they don't want Titan bones. I get Titan bones when I pacify them. Now I understand what's going on. I might just kill this village, which would pacify them, and then I can just rebuild them later. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get 2 ice wargs. So yeah, we're gonna fight them. The real thing to do is keep our hero unit sort of protected. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, let's just have everybody target that main unit. Alright, see, gotta pay attention to who goes when in the order. I also made a mistake, and my settlers are coming in on the battle. And they're probably gonna be a primary target, so I need to get them the fuck out. Yeah, that's really bad actually for us. Because I don't know if this guy will be able to move far enough to hit our settlers and probably kill him. I should have... God damn it, settlers. Okay, so you target them. So actually, you should be enough to kill him, and then you go kill him. Alright, here we go. Please get lucky and... prevent them from... Oh, I should have gone and hit him straight in the face. Oh no, he's decided he's going to come attack my hero unit. That's actually good for us. So this will probably kill this guy. Yep, killed this this Wampa or whatever it is. Okay, this is better for us because this is protecting our settlers now, who have basically no offensive capabilities. And so now we can just, just have everybody go full ownage. Okay, so we both failed at doing our jobs. which is unfortunate. But we should be able to kill this guy. Hopefully he does this good 41% chance to do 27 damage. Hopefully 27 damage is enough. It is not quite enough, but our hero should have enough damage to do it though, which is good. Beautiful. So that wins us this battle. We've eliminated the village. We've burned this village down to the ground. I believe we have. So yeah, we've burned this village down to the ground, which is not necessarily the outcome you want, but it is an outcome. And then yeah, you come down here. I want you to also come down here in case there's a roving army. So these villages can spawn armies every now and then to run around and cause you all sorts of havoc. So I'm hoping that we won't run into one of those soon. Alright, so you come look for a roving army. I don't see one down here, so that's good. Then I want you to come here, and I think now we gotta figure out where to colonize. The land around here really sucks. This is a much better territory in terms of land. But I think what I'm gonna do is colonize right here, because I'll get some food, some energy, or some construction capability, a little bit of influence. I think that's the only place that makes any sense. It's better than here, which would give me just a little bit more food, but same amount of resources and none of this other stuff that I get. Yeah, so I think that's the best place to go. I mean, the other place to maybe consider going would be like somewhere here, but I don't get as much production resource, so yeah, I think this is the best place to go. Oh, we're entering winter. So yeah, there are seasons. Winter causes all sorts of negative things. You can't move as far. You can't do as much of basically anything useful. So that is a sucky thing. But yeah, I think what I want to do is build here. This is where I want the city to be. Oh, wait, what was that? It looked like I just spotted an army down there. Did you guys see that very briefly? It looked like there was an army down here. Dye extractor. So you've completed your dye extractor. So yeah, there is an army down here, which is what I just said. I don't want you to reinforce. That was much smarter of me. Now, what I'm gonna do is put these guys here, and this guy up here. We should leave him relatively protected and able to launch all his attacks. My guy goes first, and then their guys will go. Now remember that you input your actions, and then everybody does what they're gonna do, all in the same move. And remember, I'm telling him to try to attack this guy, not that he has to attack this guy. So this guy here may be unable to attack him, but instead he moves down to here. He gets the low ground disadvantage. This guy gets the high ground advantage, so to speak. But we still end up doing pretty good, I would say. We should be able to kill this guy with our caster, and we do. So this should be a pretty straightforward and easy fight, I would say. Our units are stronger than the roving bands. We have a caster unit, also a hero, but he is a ranged casting unit. So that is good. Let's turn off... oh, didn't want to hide that, but let's turn this off so that I can... just going to build this city here as planned. So now, if we look at our other cities, they're all going to have gone down more discontent from continued expansion. So that is what's going on there. Now, this city is probably not going to grow anytime soon, just due to lack of resources due to the winter. But that's okay. We'll be fine for now. What I want to do now is I don't want to go that way, but I do want to sort of explore some more places, because I really do need to go to some of these unspoiled ruins. So let's come down here and we'll check out these ruins. Who are you? You are the keratin, who I still don't actually know what you are. But that's okay. And what's this battle? Yeah, we battled, that's fine. These guys are ready to be assimilated into our empire as well. They can't right now because plus 5% damage per pacified Gyarados village on units. See, that's a pretty good assimilation thing. Oh, I'm not researching anything. That's what I wanted to do. So let's research. We're one tech away from upgrading. Let's research the mercenary market, so then we can after that get the is that it I need for the market? Well, yeah, let's just do that for now so we can use the marketplace. That's a pretty good tech to have. So yeah, we're going to research that. You aren't building anything either. I want you to build a sewer system because that will make everybody happier. How long? 3 or 4? Yeah, I think that's much better distribution of dudes. The other things you can see here are the number of free garrison troops you get. They always are just in the army. Your new region's borders are come from tier. From the moment we view it as having friends nearby, not enemies within. Alright, cool. I like you too. So here's another roving army. We'll engage the roving army because it will... We're not going to use the militia reinforcements. But this will get us a more experience. And experience is good. These are not ranged units, unfortunately, which means that I wouldn't get ranged units from them. So we'll put you here, and you on this little hilltop, which means that they won't be able to come attack us from this hilltop. You are going to heal. That's interesting. I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with the healing. Do you actually move far enough to engage? You did move far enough to engage. Interesting. Interesting that they have that much distance they can cover. So the things over here, like attack, is how likely it is you're going to hit. This is how much damage you'll do when you do so. Let's see what else is there. Speed is basically how far you can move. Defense is your defense. Obviously, initiative is where you fall in this order of operations, basically. Now this guy has a sweep attack, which allows him to hit multiple guys at the same time. That is a very cool capability. The other things you'll see are like other modifiers you might have. No, I want you to actually attack. There's other modifiers like heal, so you can heal people fast, means you can move faster on the battlefield. You might have infantry slayer, which means you do more damage to infantry. Block, meaning you're more likely to defend yourself when somebody attacks you. So yeah, this should be the end of this battle. If we get lucky here, he'll do 61. He didn't, but 41 was still enough to win. The battle's over. There's somebody over here. These guys kind of look like vaulters, but they're not. But I think those are orcs. And I also think I maybe have to go a weird route to get up there. I wish I knew what the Gadrius were, because they may be the ones I want. Oh no, these guys are in my territory. These are these guys. I'd have to come down here and pacify that village. A new empire plan will be unlocked in 6 turns. Empire plans are those things I showed you before, which allow me to decide sort of what things I want to like. I can gain bonuses and the like, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Before I end this episode here in a second, what I am going to do is I think I'm going to assimilate the Gadrius. Once I finish pacifying them. That's what I think I'm going to do. But until then, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time.